Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of The Conundrum of a Millennial. If you're new here, hi. This is a space of rants, informative topics, spirituality, travel, and lifestyle. Today, I want to discuss mental health. This has been a very emotional week due to the fact that we just lost a great legend in hip-hop right now, Earl Simmons, better known as DMX. Now, I am still in shock that he's gone, but he was a very, very good pioneer when it comes to not only just music, but to addiction and mental health and being real with his shit, saying that, listen, I'm not no saint. I've done my dirt. I've lived my truth, and I'm just gonna say take the grace of God and just say I'm here and I'm speaking on it. I'm doing what I need to do to be a better man. And I respect him for always being able to talk to young black men about just being yourself, being real. So I just want to send flowers and condolences to the family that lost a great man, father, husband, brother, uncle, cousin. I'm just sending out so much love, and light right now, and I know his family needs it. So let's just take a moment to just, remember him.
Whenever I went through something, it brought me closer to God. And I stayed into something. So now I'm closer to God. But being closer is hard. The attacks get stronger, become much harder to fight, and they last longer. But that's what it's always been. Joy with the pain, dark with the light, sun with the rain. But with the right perspective, there can be something to gain. Look for the good and the bad, not the same.
All right, let's get this started. Okay. It's okay to not be okay. Let me repeat that again. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not know where you want to be in life. It's okay if you're not where you need to be in life. It's okay to be not okay. And the reason being is we all go through different trials and tribulations and struggles. We all go through different emotions. We need to learn how to just feel them and let them go. There are times when I look at my own life and I always say, damn, I'm not where I need to be. I feel like there should be more to life. Now, in my previous video, I've explained that I'm going through a spiritual journey. Now, in this journey that I'm going through, I'm also learning more about myself, learning more about my own mental health, and learning how to just balance it out through everything that's going on around me in my daily life. Here's the thing. We all do it, and we need to understand how to just not do it to ourselves, and that's self-sabotaging. We tend to self-sabotage ourselves by saying we can't do something when we know we can. We self-sabotage ourselves by saying, you know what, I'm gonna do that later. I'm not gonna do it now, because if I do it now, then I'll be so exhausted to do something else, and then when I want to do something else, I won't be able to do what I think I should be doing now. So it's a lot of twists and turns of what I just said, but I'm just saying is that we always try to do something else than what we're destined to do. We all need to just understand that our intuition is very powerful and very useful if we just use it. Now, in a stage of mental health when you feel like you're depressed, down, and you feel like nothing can solve your problems, let me tell you something. You can solve your own problems if you only just speak to yourself. I advise you to just sit in your own self and just try to find solutions. Now, most people would say, you know what, I think you need to go speak to somebody about that, like a therapist, somebody professional. Look, I'm not here to tell you not to go that route, I'm here to tell you that there is another option that you can choose than to spend money on something that you can naturally do on your own. Now, when I say that with contrition of, I honestly don't look at a therapist as a solution and an only solution. Listen, anybody could sit through 4 years and tell you, hey, you need to fix your life, let me show you how. You can't fix somebody's life if you don't know their life. You can't fix the past, you can't fix the future. You just have to fix what you can now. You can't have anyone else dictate your life. That is what I'm trying to say. Going to a therapist is not the only option and shouldn't be the only option. So yeah, I honestly don't see why people choose the therapist route. Like, I just don't see me going to a therapist and sitting for an hour, sliding scale and all, to talk about my problems that you cannot solve in an hour. So that's how many sessions times how many sessions I gotta come in for you to tell me, so how are you feeling today? So how do you think we can solve this issue in a better way? Come on, like, really? And to those, I'm not gonna knock anyone that's going to therapy right now. I feel like if that's your decision and you feel like in your mental capacity that is where you need to be, and more power to you. Me personally, I think you ought to just be in yourself and have faith. If you can believe in God and believe in a spiritual power, whatever deity you believe in, that's all you need. That is all you need. The second thing is, most people have friends that they confide in and always go to in any time they need to solve a problem. That's great. But remember, you have to be mindful of who you tell your problems to. Not everybody cares. Not everybody's have your best interests at heart. And not everybody has the mental capacity to give you positive advice. A lot of people might hear you, but they might not hear you. Like, they'll be like, oh, okay, you're going through that? Oh, that sucks. Or, here's the greatest one. That's tough. Yeah, man, that's tough. Like, you can't speak to everybody about your situation. That's one thing I've learned. Not everybody can understand your situation, and a lot of people have too many opinions. Like, your opinion doesn't matter. I just need you to hear me, listen to me, understand that I'm going through something. Maybe give me a little advice, but give me advice where it's an intention of good. Don't give me any advice where it feels like it's coming off as you being malicious. There's a lot of people that tend to do that. And also, there are a lot of friends that love and feed off of your problems. Like, it's like goblins to them. Like, they have to have it. It's like the Lord of the Rings for them. They need to hear the situation that you're going through. They need to hear about your problems. Even family members, they feel like, if you're going through something right now, that means good. You know, some people are just malicious. They just don't really care for your betterment or for you to even have a type of positive route. They feel like they just want to pull you down and be negative just like them. And that's where I come in to tell you, listen, be mindful of who you tell your shit to. Be careful. Not a lot of people are here for you, and not a lot of people care about your problems. Not a lot of people can help you with your problems. This is why I always say come to self. In self, you get some clarity of what you can do and what you can't do. This is why I say intuition is a very powerful thing if only you are in tune with yourself and gather yourself together to get those thoughts that you really need. Sometimes your intuition tells you not to do something for a reason. And sometimes we tend not to listen to it. We need to start paying attention to the barriers that we put on ourselves. Like I said again, self-sabotaging is one of those things. And we need to learn how to just cope with not putting ourselves into this box where we feel like we have to just, belittle ourselves. We just need to put some inspiration in our lives. If you do have a friend that you can necessarily confide in, please confide in them. It's very important that you do, especially when it comes to attempts of suicide. Now, the reason why I am talking about this is because, yes, there are suicide prevention hotlines that you can contact and that you can call. And there's some people that are afraid to even call the number. Do not be afraid when it comes, if in any case, your mental health comes to that point where you're in a dark space. I advise you to please reach out to a suicide prevention hotline in your city, state, country, wherever you may be. Please use that. That is one thing I can say that it will be beneficial for you guys if you are going through that dark space. Now, when I talk about a dark space, sometimes it's not really depression, it's more of a hermit kind of state of mind. And a hermit kind of state of mind is where you just try to block out everything and everyone. You cannot even talk to somebody. You talk to your friend, or you cannot reach out to a therapist or anyone that you think can help or will help you. And you're just in that dark mode. And it's not necessarily depression. Like I said, it's a hermit type of feeling. It's where you're just so clouded by so many thoughts, and all of them are coming at one, and you're just getting hammered with so many thoughts. It's okay to be in that space. Now, the reason why I said it's okay to be in that space is being in that space is difficult to explain to a person who's never been into that space. Now, I have been into that space where it's just like I shut everybody out. And it has caused a lot of rift in relationships. It has caused a lot of rift in my family as well. But it's something that I have to cope with. And it's difficult for anybody to understand if they're not in this situation. So let me try to explain it for those who has never been in a dark space before. Now, a dark space is more like where, like I said, you have 1,000,001 thoughts, and all of them are coming at once, and you're feeling all of these emotions. You're feeling angry, you're feeling sad, you're feeling, it's just like a downward depression. It's just like, I don't want to use the word depression. It's more like, it's like everything just becomes so dark. It's like, where do you turn to find light? Now, in this process of where you are in the darkness, it's about feeling every freaking emotion. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. If you just feel like you need to let anything out, you need to speak on it, do it. That darkness that you're feeling, it's called energy in motion. Emotion. Energy in motion. Every time you feel in that space, you're coming into an energy where it's like pushing you to move forward. It's a feeling of escaping what you're going through. It's about feeling that feeling of just letting everything go. We put ourselves in this space because we feel like we're not up to the task of doing things that we need to do or what we're destined to do. So we get into this whole space where it feels like, you know what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just feel like I'm lost. You're not lost, you just haven't been found. And it's the space of telling you that your energy is going through a motion of stages in which you need to feel. Never resist the feeling. Again, never resist the feeling. The moment you start resisting and saying that I don't want to feel this way, I'm not feeling this today, I'm not feeling this, you're not letting growth come in, and you're not letting positive goodness, abundance reach you. And I say this is because a lot of times once we self-sabotage ourselves, a lot of things that are meant for us, we lose. And when I say that, things that we're destined to have, we do not get because we tend to not feel what we feel, letting it go, and accepting the goodness that we're supposed to receive. So anytime you feel you're in that dark hermit space, or if you want to call it depression, but I try not to call it depression because it's more than just being sad. It's more than just being angry. It's emotions. It's energy in motion. It's a lot of emotions in one that makes you feel so dark and in that space. And sometimes speaking to someone can't help. And this is where I say, being within yourself is why you need to feel what you feel and let it go. Okay, so once you've done that, feeling everything, energy and motion, I also have some steps and some things you can use to help you release the pressure. Now, the reason why I call it pressure because there are times when we are going through so much that we just feel overwhelmed. So I have 3 things in which we can partake in to lessen the stress and give us a good clarity on our mental health. So the first thing will be getting a journal. Yes, a journal. You need it. Even as an adult, it's very essential. You getting a journal, writing your thoughts, writing what's on your mind, to write how you feel for that day or that moment. Writing your thoughts out is also a sense of letting it go. Once you write everything down, it's a very, very therapeutic, and it releases everything that has been bottled up for so long. It's about release. It's about letting it go. It's not about keeping things in for so long that to the point where it's just like you're so consumed with yourself that you can't even define yourself. So having a journal or using any type of app in your phone, like notes, to just write how you feel, your emotions, let it go, release. That's what I have. First thing in terms of releasing the pressure, have a journal. So the second thing that you can use in terms of releasing pressure would be to turn off everything. Phone, TV, whatever electronics you think that is near you that is essential, turn it off. Find a quiet space and just sit for 20 minutes in your thoughts. That, my friend, is called meditation. Meditation is very soothing. It's very, very, very calming for me. I think that meditation has been an essential part of my spiritual journey, and it has been a very good impact in terms of keeping myself grounded. Last thing I suggest you guys use as a tool to help you release and lessen the pressure, and this is one of my favorites. I do this all the time. Take a shower. get in the shower. You could either, or you could take a bath and light a candle, play music, whatever. But for me, taking a shower is a beautiful meditation space. Taking a shower, turning on to my soca music, and I'm in the shower dancing, singing, and living my best life. That is one thing that you can use. When you're in the shower, meditate. Let all the thoughts in your mind just flow down the drain. That is one of my favorite tools that I use in terms to just release the pressure and release everything that I'm going through throughout the day. Going into the shower, clearing my head, letting all the thoughts flow like the water is hitting my skin into the drain. All the thoughts are just going down the drain. Everything I felt no longer it consumes my body as I lather my skin, as I, just letting it go. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the release of stress. Now, people fail to realize that water is a very powerful and essential thing to use. Whether you drink it, whether you're washing yourself up, it is very essential. And people don't realize that how water is meant to cleanse your soul. So when you're in that shower, just think of that. You are in your shower not just to clean your body, obviously, but to cleanse your soul from whatever toxic situations that you're going through throughout the day or just in your life right now. Don't let anything consume you. Don't let it be the end of all end. Just let it go. I feel like as I'm saying that, I hear the song by Toni Braxton, Let It Flow. I don't know why that's in my head, but I feel like it makes sense. Like, just let go. Woo. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. I wish I can give you like a list of things for mental wellness, but it's all up to you to really want to change your mental health. It's up to you to really say, you know what, I've been self-sabotaging myself for too long. I need to get it together. It's up to you to make the initiative to say that I know what I want in my life. I know how I should accomplish it. Don't ever put time on yourself, because once you put time on something, it always becomes, well, damn, I haven't done that in time. Can I do it this time? No. Just go with life with ease. I'm not saying that there aren't many options out there, and I'm pretty sure there are, but it's all at the end of the day up to you to figure out what is best for you, what is gonna help you be a better you. Now, anything I said resonated with you? Let me know. Put it in the comments down below. I have a bonus tip for you guys. Now, this is something that I did recently, and it took me a while to even like write everything down, but I was just like, wow, nobody's ever really asked me this question. But I want you guys to make a list of what makes you happy. Ask yourself, what makes me happy? Now, when you look at that list of the things that make you happy, try to implement one of those things at least once a week. So for me, what makes me happy, cozy inside sometimes, is Starbucks coffee. I am a Starbucks junkie. I've always have been, and yeah, I ain't never gonna change. Once I got the app and the points started ranking in, it was over. So that's my indulgence of a Starbucks coffee for that 1 week. So for this week, I probably would just have a coffee and that's it. But yeah, just write things down that makes you happy and implement it in your life once a week. So whatever it may be, whatever. Hiking is one of my other favorites. If I have to go hiking one week, then so be it. Do what makes you happy. That is the bottom line of it all. Doing what makes you happy. Once you're able to do things that make you happy, nothing else, I tell you, nothing else will ever enter your mind that turns in terms of negativity. Once you stay the course of just being happy and staying in that course of just remaining happy, nothing and no one can infiltrate your happiness. You never heard of the saying, God over evil? Please believe me when I say that. So yes, definitely. That's a bonus tip. Write what makes you happy. So, as you guys know, I always like to end my video with a positive quote. So my quote today is, you can't fix the past, you can't see the future. Might as well live in the present and have some faith. And that is by Leslie Jones. Yes, the comedian Leslie Jones. I thought that quote was very beneficial for this video today. And it's true. You cannot fix the past. You cannot see the future. To always live in the now and have faith that God, or whatever deity that you believe in, has got your back. Also, definitely check out her Netflix special called Time Machine. Definitely check that out. I got y'all. Check that out. So, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all stay blessed.